Okay, welcome everybody to my channel. This is my first video. I've done a ridiculous amount of restarts, extra takes so far. It's getting embarrassing. We won't count how many of them there is. First video I've ever made for my new channel that I've just put up. Can't guarantee the quality of this. I hope people find it entertaining or useful. Firstly, what I want for this channel. What I want from this channel, well, videos will be up as time permits. Family first. Got a lot of family commitments at the moment, as we all do. Work commitments, and then we get hobby time. Yay! So we got to get as much of that in between everything else. Everybody else's, I guess, is in the same boat as me, where we've got to prioritise. So we prioritise where we can. I'm an avid gamer. Been a gamer for a miniature model painter, terrain maker for a number of years. I'm far from the best painter, don't claim to be. Put my best effort forward. I'm very much a one-foot person for my armies. Get them on the table. So I've always said that our hobby is actually three hobbies. Collecting and purchasing is number one. Number two is actually putting together and painting them. Number three is actually getting to use them. So three different hobbies, which means, you know, when I make a purchase, I'm getting three different things out of it. And well, at least that's what I tell my wife anyway. You know, that's my excuse. So yeah, big gamer, number of years. What content do I envision of this channel? Well, it's not going to be genre specific. I do have a habit of seeing a butterfly and changing what I'm doing, floating around, getting distracted. But I try to stay focused. Bold action and Dungeons & Dragons I managed to stay quite focused for. And they're my two faves. Dead Man's Hand and Pillage got a bit of traction in the local community here in South Australia, which is good. Like to put forward, I've painted a little bit of that so far. Love doing terrain, done some Pillage terrain. I will probably do a build of one of the buildings that I did for Pillage on here, a little bit of a how-to on one of those. That'd be good. What else, depending on how I go? Black Powder. Got a full British army sitting there, but some reason I'd like to probably do the French instead. So we'll see what happens there. So yeah, the channel could be whatever, wherever it takes us, whatever you guys want to see, whatever I'm interested in at the time, you know, scale comparisons. Quite often I've gone for a scale comparison, can't find one. I might throw some up myself if I can. Terrain builds, battle reports, pretty sure I could find someone at the club to do a battle report with me. Table showcases, like to showcase some of the table terrain that I do, or the dungeon terrain I do for Dungeons & Dragons. Some of my builds there. Kit bashing. Love a good kit bash. Planning to do some kit bash some Hungarians that I've brought some stuff for a couple of months back. But then I saw that they were releasing a new Hungarian command squad, and I'm like, that means they're on the horizon. So you know, hopefully they bring out some cool stuff. Pretty sure my stuff's going to be cool too, but you know, we'll see how we go with that. But for this video, well, Operation Strike here in South Australia, we've got an event coming up in March. I am a TO for Operation Strike. We've got that coming up in March. We're going out a little bit outside of the box for this event. We are changing it up, and instead of your compulsory platoon being infantry, it's going to be an armoured platoon. So armoured platoon, 1,300 points, 13 dice cap, and your second slot, not your command slot, the second compulsory slot on the platoon, that's got to have a vehicle of at least 250 points in it. So we want to see some big tanks out there. Yeah, obviously some nations aren't going to be able to field in this, but you know, we'll do a special event for you at some time. Maybe we'll see how we go. Again, as I said, I'm a TO for this event, but I'm also the designated +1 for the event. So what that means is I'm only going to be playing if we are short a player on the day, if we don't get enough registrations for an even number, or someone can't make it because of different reasons. We all know it happens. Everyone has a life. This stuff happens, and we want everyone to have a game. So I'm the +1 designated for this event. What that means is I won't be involved in any of the list checking. Just to be fair, I won't see any of your lists, but I am going to show you my list. That's what this video is going to be all about. I'm setting myself a little bit of a challenge for this. Hopefully I can do it. If I can't do it, then I've got enough stuff here that I can fill the list. But my challenge is, other than purchasing 3 things, I think, for this, three. For this list the other week, everything else has been pulled off of my pile of shame. So it's pretty cool having a pile of shame that big sometimes, other than storage, because I was able to go in there and go, this would be cool, this would be cool, this would be cool, and pull it off like walking through a toy store. My wife's probably happy that I'm getting some boxes off the shelves, but so that was pretty cool being able to do that. But what that means is I've got about, as of time of filming this, 9 to 10 weeks to completely put this army together, glued, put together, painted, and on the field ready to go for the possibility of playing. Pretty excited about that. So give me some, you at it, lad, and get it done, and give me some cheer for it, and cheer me on and see how I go for it. But what I'm going to do now is go through my list for you. So this is what I have planned. So first off, this is the second time I bought this kit. Great kit. I bought this about a month ago. Not for this build. Brought this about a month ago on Amazon. Was about $170 Australian. Great kit bash utility. This was what I've got for my Hungarians and some Finns, because the Finns have been getting a bit of talk in our community as well. So I won't do a lot of Finns, but I'd like to do some Finns and some Hungarians out of this. But what I'm going to do out of this, I'm going to grab about 8 guys from this. The only thing I need out of this kit is about 8 guys and the 223. I need the 223 command car out of this. So that's what I need out of this kit. So moving along, the other part, this here, brought this also for my Hungarians. So this kit here for my Hungarians as well, but I'm going to borrow about 3 guys out of this to use as field Jaegers. My command squad will be field Jaegers, and I'm going to use the lovely greatcoat gentleman as that. So that will be the core of that. Again, as I said, this is an armoured platoon, but I'm going to do my armour last. So what I did purchase for this was these 3. Some motorcycles to harass my flanks, or your flanks, with some Panzerfausts. So they are field Jaegers. They're going to be field Jaegers, field Jaegers, however you say it. I'm sure someone in chat will correct me. But yeah, some motorcycles there to just cause some havoc. So yeah, they will be there. Then what I've got here, moving along. So those 3 motorcycles, I brought them last week. That's what I brought and went, I'm going to make this. Then, oh geez, what was that? Someone killing someone outside. Anyway, moving along. This here, Victrix heavy weapon sprue. So I've got this, not for the minis, not for the troops, but for all the heavy weapon stuff on here. I'm going to use this here of the Panzerschreck. So I'm going to use my Panzerschreck. Going to use some bodies out of these kits to make my Panzerschreck team, and this thing here to make my Panzerschreck. Now, what better than to run around and harass the enemy with than a Panzerschreck team on one of these? So a Panzerschreck team are going to be cruising around on this. See how that goes. That could be fun. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be good. Could be fun. Could be fun. Or it could get decimated really quick. So moving along to my armoured platoon. Right. Oh yeah. So I've got, as I said, about 12 guys. What better for 12 guys than a truck? They need a truck. Everything at this event, everything has to be mobile. So all of your infantry, all your artillery has to have transports or tows. Read the players pack, guys. Read the players pack for it. It's an interesting set of rules, but there are some things in there for your list. So yeah, so truck. I've got a truck for my troops. So again, read the players pack. Okay, can't stress that anymore. I didn't write it for nothing. Anyway, so then moving along. Finally, for my armoured platoon. So said I've got the 223 out of the German veteran infantry box, starter set, starter army. So that'll be my command. Then I've got a 222. I've got a 222 sitting here. So I'm going to have a 223 and a 222. Ooh, yeah. Then I'm going to have my main tank. I'm going to have a veteran Panzer IV that comes in about 270 points. So veteran Panzer IV. Should be a lot of fun running around with that. To go with my veteran Panzer IV, I have not one, 2 Stugs. So I'm going to run 2 Stugs, Panzer IV, a 222 and a 223 in my armoured platoon. Then followed up with the motorcycles and some Panzer Grenadiers in a truck. There's going to be quite a few Panzerfaust and Panzer Shreks in there. So, you know, what else would you expect from the Germans? I'm expecting to see some exciting lists out there. I did try to do some other lists. The beard was coming out and I had to trim it back. I had one list that had 2 tigers in it, 2 tiger ones. Then I had another one that had King Tiger in it. And then a Jagdpanther I had in another list. All quite devastating. I mean, we try to encourage the big cats and the big tanks, big Russian tanks and anything big out there to get on the field. But yeah, I put my beard away a little bit, but this here still looks a little bit beardy, I guess. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's my challenge myself and see if I can do it. So wish me luck, give me some encouragement on the way, and thank you for what I will post updates on how that's going, and I've got some ideas here of what I want to do, maybe some little diorama pieces for the army as well, depending on time. But yeah, I will update it. So this is a lot of work to do. We'll see how we go. So yeah, as I said, wish me luck and thank you for watching, and let's roll some dice soon. Thank you very much.